What's up, everybody? It is Stryker here, KROQ in the Red Bull Sound Space. It is Swift, Richard Swift. Can I just call you Swift?
Yep.
Okay, and Dan Auerbach, and they are the ARCs. Welcome here to the Sound Space. Good to see you, Dan.
Good to see you.
Swift, it's nice to meet you.
Good to meet you.
Within the last 9 minutes, you guys just played 3 songs on this stage for an audience of about 9. You played Out of My Mind. I love that song. That's the second song I had heard in my life from you guys. Then you played Stay in My Corner. That's the first song I ever heard in my life from you guys. And then you played a song called My Mind. I had never heard that song before. How long has that been in your repertoire, that song, My Mind?
We just worked that one up 2 days ago.
What?
In the studio, yeah.
So when you say you work it up, I would think it's a new band. You just want to play all the songs you've already done and not create new ones.
Well, that's sort of what the ARCs is. Kind of like, other than Pat and then Black Keys, these are my oldest musical buddies. And when we get together, we record. Whenever we have free time, and it's just kind of crazy the way that we're able to just make songs quickly. Every time we get in the studio, 2, 3, 4 songs in a day. So yeah, it was kind of normal for us, honestly. I feel like we can do that if we get some free time. We can just write a song a day.
And is it because you've known these guys so long musically, or is it because just that's how you are as a person? You just get in a studio and automatically you want to make songs.
We just have a good connection. I don't know. And it's from working together for years, I'm sure, but it's not that easy. I don't know. It's hard to explain, but we're just kind of able to do it.
Yeah, everyone in the band has produced a lot of records, and so I think it's second nature for us.
Yeah, my relationship with these guys goes back before I even met them. I was fans of their records, fans of records they made. Leon and Nick and Homer grew up together. They made all kinds of records. When I was making Brothers with Pat, I was heavy listening to Lee Field's My World, which was a record that Leon made. And I remember being in Muscle Shoals recording with Pat and listening to that record every time I got in the car, So it's like, I just feel like connected to these guys, and have been for a long time.
And there's 5 guys in the band, but when you played the stage just a few minutes ago, you also had 3 incredible females up here who sounded great. Who in the world are they, and why are they part of this? Give me that story.
They're the Mariachi Girls.
Okay.
We met them in New York City. Leon and I and Swift, we'd written a song, and we thought it would be nice to have a little mariachi instrumentation. Just a tiny little section on the record, just for fun. And they showed up. First of all, we hired a mariachi band. I figured 50, 60-year-old Mexican guys were going to show up with the big instruments. And it was all 20-something-year-old girls. The whole band is girls, which is super rare, kind of
but cool as
we were
hell.
Talking about mariachi beef. They get into
mariachi beef.
Mariachi territorial mariachi
Right.
fights. And it actually happens.
No.
Yeah, they're frowned upon for wearing pants.
Wow.
Those mariachi
Okay.
pants. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's listen, it's deep.
I don't know the mariachi
we can get into
rules,
this
so
whole
I'm
mariachi
surprised
thing
about
later.
everything. Okay.
This is a whole other interview.
All right.
But
Well, maybe I can just interview the girls
anyway,
later.
we met them, and
Yeah.
and then they ended up playing on this song, and I was like, oh, you guys are great. Maybe playing this one. They played on another one, and then can you guys sing? And then I was like, holy shit. You hear them sing?
Yeah.
So and then they sang on half the record, and
And how many songs are on the new record, which comes out the beginning of September?
God, I don't even remember. 11?
11 or 12.
Yeah,
And then
11,
we
too.
have another EP in the can, and we're almost finished with the second round.
I believe 66% of that right there.
The way that you answered that sounded like Rain Man.
How many toothpicks are on
We
this
have
song? Come on.
326. No, really. I am a great liar, but we have a lot of material ready for people to listen to.
So for the full length, though, you just talked about making one song and just a couple days ago, and you just performed it. So making the record, how long did it take?
2 weeks. It took 2 weeks to make the record, but it was off and on because it was never a set
It's like
thing.
a day here, a couple days here,
Whenever we had a day off and we were in the same city, we try to get together.
So every member of the band had, it seems like, a say then in the making of the record.
Oh man, it was full on democracy. Yeah, everybody brings.
It's different combinations too. It'd be New York combination, Nashville combination.
Yeah, Swift and I and Leon were out in L.A. We recorded some songs on the record at Sound Factory, and just whenever we could, really.
And how much are you looking forward to playing the songs live? And do you want to play more? Because the show you just did here for just the small group that we filmed, I mean, have you been playing stuff like this often?
That's the second time we've ever played in front of people.
Wow.
You know, we played a small show in East LA in Boyle Heights last Friday for about 60 people.
Okay.
It was like an unannounced show. And it was great. That was the first time we'd ever played. And we played at an art opening for a friend of ours who did the artwork for the album, Omar Juarez. He's from Bakersfield. But I'm so excited. I mean, it feels incredible.
And Dan, are you doing this project because there's just some sort of creative itch that you need to scratch, or
it's
what's
just
the
it's
reason?
been a project for years.
Okay.
Honestly, the thing it's existed forever. It just didn't have a name. And kind of once we decided we wanted to share it with people instead of just putting it on our hard drives, we gave it the name The Arcs, and it kind of just started to take on a life of its own, really. Everyone's focus got a little bit tighter. You know, people were kind of really getting dedicated to it, and the output got better. You know what I mean? It was interesting.
For a couple of years, we've been like, we should start a band. And then we started recording music, and it's like, man, one day we should have a band and tour and work hard.
And here we are.
And yeah, it happened.
And it's still evolving. And that's part of the exciting thing about it, is we don't really know exactly what it is or where it can go, but it just feels really good.
And it looks really good. It's impressive. You have to watch what we just shot here, you guys, if you're just seeing the interview, because there is such a difference watching you guys between a good band and then watching people who know what the hell they're doing. And it just looked good and it sounded good. My question is, musically, and I don't know, I'm just a radio nerd. You were playing drums at the same time as another drummer, but the exact same beat for the most time. What does that do sonically for people listening?
I don't know. I just
It just looks cool,
I just
is
get
that
to
it?
play with my favorite drummer ever. So
it's
good.
Yeah, it just makes it look cooler, pretty much.
And it does look cool.
No, it sounds better. Not better. It just it adds a thing to it. It's like when you double track a voice. Essentially, you're hearing double track drums. It's a special, cool, weird thing.
It makes you listen a lot more instead of just playing and playing and playing. Like you're really, really listening to
When you're
everything.
playing along with Homer, you mean?
Yeah. It's like, I really have to I'm watching his foot, he's watching my foot. We're like in each other's peripheral vision,
And the thing is, too, everybody in the group plays different instruments. So having two drummers in the group allows, and Nick, the bass player, is also like crazy drummer.
Yeah.
So, and Leon can play drums. And I'm
Leon
sure the
played
girls
drums.
are really good at drums, too. I don't know.
I think we all play
just gonna
drums on the
rotate.
record.
We're just going to
actually.
keep rotating on the stage.
Okay, last couple things here. Dan, who do you think would win in a fight if we had a ring, if Ronda Rousey went in there with Mayweather?
Ronda Rousey would win.
She would.
Yeah, a street fight? Yeah,
Yeah.
I think so.
Because if she's good at
Honestly, I
jiu-jitsu and the
think
other
she's
things.
probably just as big as Floyd,
Right.
and she has ground experience.
Is boxing your favorite sport?
It's one of my favorite sports.
What else do you like?
It is my favorite sport. Yeah.
And why do you have two sets of drums?
I just realized that.
So boxing's
when you
your
made me
favorite
think
sport?
about it. Boxing's my favorite sport. Yeah.
All right.
I guess
If
so.
Pacquiao fought Mayweather again, would you pay to watch it? Would you go?
No. I wouldn't.
But you were excited for that fight,
I
right?
was really excited.
But the fight was stunk.
The fight was terrible. It was really weird. It was bizarre. It actually seemed really bizarre because the kind of Manny that we're used to wasn't there, and it was boring. It was boring as hell.
Yeah.
And it really put boxing in the spotlight brighter than it's ever been in the last few decades, and it was such a letdown. I wonder what that's going to do to the sport. You know what I mean? This is like the thing to show people who don't really like the sport that it's fun.
Right.
And then it's the most boring fight you've ever seen in your life.
The most fun part about the fight was seeing who was within the first 5 rows. Wait,
Always.
who's that guy
Always.
right there? Who's that girl right there?
Always,
Is
yeah.
that Tom Brady in a suit? What the hell's going on out there?
Absolutely.
Yeah. All right. Yours, Dreamily, is coming out on September 4th. They are the Arcs, and it's Dan and Richard here. And just, you guys, It is an amazing band, and to see it firsthand, I mean, I was completely blown away. I heard you, or I read you said it was kind of weird. Weird. It's going to be a weird album. Did you ever say something like that? Weird musically?
I don't know. What
I think you said that because it's not. It
I
was
don't
beautiful.
know. I don't
This
know what
was
I'm talking
so. It was like I was mesmerized by you guys. It was awesome, and the girls
thanks,
as
man.
well. All right, thank you for doing this.
Thank you.
Nice to
man.
meet you, Swift. Dan, great to see
Good
you.
to see you.
I will see you at the next one. I am Stryker at KROQ with the Arcs. Everybody, goodbye.